A cargo of gold steaming into the night. Part of a treasure worth 750 million rand a year. For gold is the lifeblood of South Africa. And this is the story of the men who mine it. Let's see who's going underground today. Miner Nick Sheppel, for one. Bound for a stope in 53 East. 7,500 feet down. Fitter Arthur Pierce for another, with repairs to do on 18 level. Then there's shift boss Ken Stonestreet, off to his section 6,000 feet underground. Just a few of the 320,000 gold miners who go underground each day.
Come on, Hilton.
Then there are others whose mining life is only just beginning, making their way this December morning to a training center for student mine officials. His name is Hilton Ashton, and he's 18 years of age. Today, he's stepping into a career. With him, Principal Andrew de Klerk, for more than 13 years, counselor and friend to a generation of future mine officials.
Well, boys, I'd like to introduce to you another potential mining engineer, Hilton Ashton. He's come from Joburg, and he's come to join us here in the Free State, and I think he's come to the right place too, don't you?
Yes.
Now look, when he tells me that he swims and he plays good hockey.
There's a 3-year course ahead with pay, and then into the great wide world as mining engineers.
Will you do that? Yes. Right.
It was in 1886 that a prospector, George Harrison by name, discovered an outcrop on a Transvaal farm. The result is this. largest gold mining industry in the world, only 80 years of age. From Evander to Krugersdorp it runs, from Randfontein to Welkom and beyond, 300 miles all told. And the mines themselves, steel and concrete headgears lauding the felt. So that they can reach more gold at greater depths, South African miners are sinking shafts deeper and deeper into the Earth's rich crust. But are the plans to reach the gold outstripping what is feasible? Can the human body function at greater depths? It's over to the scientists. At a Chamber of Mines research laboratory, they're studying how the body will react at depths no human being has ever worked. Heat is another problem. At 12,000 feet, the rock temperature can rise to 130 degrees Fahrenheit or more and has to be cooled by refrigeration. So, instruments like this human calorimeter are used for research. Then there's the rock itself. How will it behave? Month after month, the tests go on. Eventually, a pattern emerges to guide the mining men. What makes a mining man? Ability, intelligence, and fitness, of course. But above all, training. Training up to the exacting standards that have made South African engineers masters of the mining world. Stope 53 East and miner Nick Scheppel on his rounds. It's the miner's job to blast out the gold-bearing reef and then support the rock above it to make sure it's safe for further operations. Fitter Arthur Pierce on his way to replace a bearing on number 3 pump. You'd never think this pump chamber is a mile underground, but it is. And the pumps can handle 250,000 gallons of water an hour if they have to. "6,000 feet beneath the sunlit earth, Shift Boss Stone Street has his section, with men to be supervised, tunnels to be driven, stopes to be worked, tracks to be laid. Yet, only a short time ago, he was a student. Listen well, young Hilton, in your classroom in the deep. Far above you, instructors will be plotting your progress through the weeks and months ahead. So listen, all of you, to those whose job it is to teach. One day it'll be your turn to meet the constant challenge of technology. One day, not so far away, you must be the pioneers. For 2,000 million years, the reef lay hidden from the light of day. What happens to it now? First, it's crushed, then ground to pulp. It's agitated with cyanide and the invisible gold dissolved. The solution with the gold in it is filtered from the slime. Now, smelter Dirk Pretorius takes charge. Every year, nearly 500,000 men labor to do just this. Produce 1,000 tons of gold from 75 million tons of ore. No wonder gold has changed the face of Africa. Look at these buildings basking in the sun. 20 years ago, there was nothing there at all. Then the miners and the builders came. And this is what they did.
It's a strange, strange world we live in, Master Jack. You taught me all I know and I'll never look back. It's a very strange world and I thank you, Master Jack. I saw right through the way you started teaching me now. So someday soon you could get to use me somehow. I thank you very much, I know you've been very kind, but I better move along before you change my mind. It's a strange, strange world we live in, Master Jack. No hard feelings if I never come back. You're a very strange man, aren't you, Master Jack?
There are only 2 weeks till Christmas. Yet, for the gold miners, it's been a day like any other. Now, at 1 and 2 and 3 o'clock on a summer afternoon, they're coming up again. But what has today meant for just a few of the 320,000 who spent it underground? It has opened a pair of eyes to another world, added confidence to responsibility, brought an old-timer closer to a dream coming true, retirement soon on pension to a cottage by the sea. It has helped increase a bonus, or simply brought promotion that much closer still. Now, for all of them, the working day is over. Hilton Ashton, in his hostel room, has a friendship to renew, and time is all too short. Every industry has its pot of gold at the rainbow's end. For most mining students, it's usually this, a manager's house. One day it could be yours, and who knows what opportunities lie beyond. Where else shall we find our gold miners this summer afternoon? Perhaps at a bowling green in the heart of the Orange Free State, or another in the Transvaal, 200 miles away. This is what the mines have strived for and achieved. And today, recreation is for all. too early, the summer day is dying, and twilight soon will spread her cloak across 300 miles of golden arc. What lies ahead, young man, this silent night? Who knows? For you're poised on the threshold of another age. Already 100 miles above the turning Earth, they're charting a pathway to the stars. But the Earth still holds as great a challenge as the stars. For at depths no man has ever reached, there's gold and mineral wealth in plenty. Now, from the deep, it's calling you.